Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? Yes, sir. We back live in effect. Listen, y'all got to excuse my growth of my beard here. You know, I'm trying to catch one of my guests that I'm bringing on. As you can see, he's already full in effect. And I'm trying to grow my hair back out too. So y'all gonna have to understand I'm going through this ugly stage. But regardless, I'm finna bring y'all some knowledge about real estate. Because you know what? You know, I work for EXP Realty. Y'all know the drill. Mr. Hello Neighbor here yourself. So listen, I get this question all the time. Is it hard to be a real estate agent? And I'd be like, no way is it hard. I love to talk to people about becoming a real estate agent. I love to encourage people about maximizing their streams of income. And when I tell you guys that you can do this, you're going to understand that you can do this. Because listen, I got a guest today. I'm not even finna yap y'all to death. I'm finna bring my guest on right now. This person right here, let me tell y'all something. I met this individual in the dorm room, right? And he looked me across my head. He was playing Madden. And they know I was the king of Madden. So I said, you know what, let me play this little fella in this Madden and see what he got going on with himself. And he beat me, right? And I was like, hold on, let me go to the settings. Because you know, hey, when you take an L, you got to go to the settings immediately, see what was going on. So why this fella had it on rookie level? I said, oh, well, that don't count. That does not count. If all my man players out there, y'all know the rules. We got to play on all Madden. This little fella was cheating. But listen, that just shows you the type of grind that he had from an early age. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me bring on Mr. Pastor Keys himself.
Boy.
Mr. Red Dead Richard, now you there with us today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You love talking about them settings, man. Let's just...
listen, you got to always bring in the memories of how we met. You know, people always want to know, how did you meet this individual? Especially when they look at us and they say we kind of similar sometimes because we tend to make people laugh.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, we most definitely brothers from a different mother, for sure, for sure. So how you been? How you been living?
Man, life is good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain at all, you know.
Listen. You right about that, because I've been watching them posts and they coming up left and right. I don't know which way to turn, boy. Hey, you passing the keys all right, ain't you?
Hey, I'm trying to make you do a 360. Hopefully they come from all over, man. Yeah.
Man, is that your beach house? Life is that good? You already got a beach house?
Oh, yeah. Life is lovely. You know, piano in the back. You know, I'm still learning how to play it, but, you know, we're going to get to it.
We're going to get to it. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to hold y'all. I promise you we're going to be quick. I just had to bring on one of the superstar agents of EXP Realty, brand new agent who is killing the game. And y'all not going to believe what I tell y'all halfway through when y'all find out. But listen, without further ado, Mr. Randall Richmond, how long did it take you to get licensed? I need to know the schooling. I need to know it all. Go ahead and talk to my people for a second.
So I went to Fast Track Real Estate School, which is a school based online. It was online, but they actually teach it in person as well. It was taught by Miss Cheryl Harris from Harris Realty Services. Yeah, it took about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, night classes. I think it was about 5 to 9 each night. Very doable. You know what I mean? Like people that say they can't do it. I mean, I feel like you're just making excuses. I had COVID during schooling. You know what I mean? So
you actually got licensed you took your class during COVID?
I about the second week I had COVID. And I'm talking about like the mean strand of COVID, like couldn't smell my food, couldn't taste my food. I'm frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just stopped up. I'm drinking tea from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. I feel like a little teapot.
Hey, listen, hey, you are deemed short and stout. So, hey, somebody go on that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here all day. I'm here all night. Hey, we got a fraternity brother that jumped in and said it was not at the dorms, it was at his apartment. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the luxurious Demarius Mans in the house.
He right.
The number one photographer in the nation.
Yes.
Number one photographer in the land. When I tell you, hey, he don't do regular photos, he do celebrity photos. But he got time for us regular folks too, though. You know.
And let's go ahead and pull up Social Lounge while we got him on here. Social come on out for Labor Day.
Free grand opening.
The
Grand opening is that
grand
on?
read like Uncle Clifford. Boy.
Listen, man. You got to throw us a booth there so we can turn it up like always. So let's get
What?
back to this. Let's get back to this real
Oh,
estate.
okay, I lost it. Okay.
So listen. So it took you about 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got your certificate for the class. But what about the test? Was the test hard? Because everybody want to know, is the test hard?
So actually, everybody talks about the national portion. I failed the state portion, passed the national first round, failed the state portion by like one question, I believe, like literally one question. And so you could take it again. I You could take it again like right away as soon as you want to. Really. So I went back the second time and I passed it. It was just nerves, and that's the main thing I tell a lot of people who are failing nationals and state and everything. It's not a lot of times it's more so nerves than what you even know. Because you could be so nervous that you will talk yourself out of the questions that you know for a fact. Like you've been getting them right on all the practice tests because you don't have all this pressure of the start of a new transition behind you. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the biggest thing, man. Like I literally went in front of the mirror before I took my second test. I put some water on my face. It sounds so cliche, but I swear it worked for me. I put some water on my face. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, "It's just you and the test." You know what I'm saying? Like you did what you had to do to get here. Go take it. You know what I'm saying? Like what you
Well, you gave
nervous?
yourself a Captain America speech, didn't you?
Basically. I mean, but that's
Hey,
what
it
it took.
worked.
Yeah, that's what it took.
So I love this gentleman because he's being very transparent. He's not coming on here lying about, oh yeah, I passed him with flying colors. So you're gonna get the
Hmm.
real deal and raw here.
Hmm.
So for me being transparent, I was one of the individuals that failed the national portion and passed the state portion. And I failed the national portion by like 6 questions. And then I just retook it that next week. And of course, they give you this. Well, I don't know about you, but they gave me the same exact questions. So I zoomed through that bad boy just like that. So I kind of feel like they just wanted their money. Because when I
Hmm.
tell you that the things that we learned, it was so much information at once, people get afraid that it's hard to do when it's not, because there's no way we can remember all of that. You pretty much learn as you go.
Yeah.
So with learning as you go, tell me like what has been one of the hardest transitions for you or the learning curves for you when you first got started that had you kind of nervous, but now you're like, you know what? I don't know what I was afraid of.
The biggest part is like, I mean, I'm human, man. I'm like, hey, I'm helping people with one of the biggest purchases of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to mess up anything. You know what I mean? Like, I remember them telling me about this, and that, to come, and I just don't want to mess up any steps. But once I dived into it, with the proper help, I had you along the way to start off, and then I got a great mentor, which I know we're gonna get on to later. Got a great mentor, and basically just giving me those steps, and just letting me know what I need to do, and that it's always good to know that you have the support if
Okay.
needed as well. That helps with the hard part by far. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you got a support system. So
Crazy because a lot of people my ears be low to the streets, and we can go ahead and slide into that part, since you mentioned about your mentor that you had, but you work for EXP, so y'all don't give extra training. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is there any truth to that, or I'm just confused? Because I mean, you're selling houses, so
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
somebody's helping you.
I mean, um, we get training. We get training for sure. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I don't know if you can see, but I got on scrubs right now. We'll get into that later. But you know, in a class that I missed, like it wasn't taught by a person, you know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta worry about going to the teacher and being like, hey, you think you can give me a recap of that? I just go online and pull up the recording of the class, and I'm watching it just like they watched it at 10, 11 o'clock whenever they took the class, catching up on what I need to catch up on and not missing a beat, but not feeling like I gotta move to the beat of everybody else's drum as well by being in that class at that designated time. Cause I could just watch a recording.
Exactly, and that was one of the best things I loved about EXP when I first found out about it. It was just the time freedom because I knew I had my hands in a lot of other different pots, a lot of different streams of income, and I just didn't want the pressure of maybe somebody saying, "Well, hey, you know what? you're not doing a good enough job now. I need you to get out there and send these mailers out. I need you to do this busy work, or I need you to work harder. Because, I know I'm a drive myself. A lot of people can't be self-driven. I'm one of those people that I know I can. So when I'm not doing well in anything that I do, I know that, it's my fault. And I just need to step on the gas. And that's one thing I credit to you, whether you know it or not. As I sat back and scaled back and was focusing on other things in myself, I found myself saying, man, why is this not working out for me? Why isn't, the real estate slow right now? It must be a crazy time, crazy market. And the crazy thing about it was my production that I was putting in. And it was that effort I was putting in, because while I'm sitting here watching you do your thing, I was like, you know what? I got to step it up a little bit. Because I said, I'm making excuses for no reason. And here you go, got a second. This is your second job. So let me just slide into that. Somebody said, can they do this part-time? You got the scrubs on. You do this part-time?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a physical therapist assistant for Regional One Health, full time. Literally 8 to 5, 7 to 4, 9 to 6 some days. You know what I'm saying? Like I work Monday through Friday, 40 days, 40 hours a week. And I do this part-time. And like it goes back to what you're saying. Just to even go back to your last question, is it hard? The hardest part are is coming in. I came in the middle of a pandemic. So in the middle of a pandemic, let's just go to that. People want to work with who they've been working with or who has experience. Nobody wants to work with the new guy. Like, hey, look, I don't mean no harm. I like you, but you can't. I don't feel like you can give me the best deal. This man over here been here 10 years. Like I want to roll with him. But like, I got my license in April. I didn't get a sale till this year, January. January was literally the first sale I got. That's 8 months of paying fees. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in with all kind of fees to start off. That's the hardest part. I'm kicking all this out and not getting anything back. But, like patience is virtue. You know what I'm saying? So I am a fisherman. Like you can't expect to drop your bait in the water and the fish just come biting right away. You gotta wait it out. You may have to switch some pots. You may have to switch your position. How you fishing, what you're fishing with. You know what I'm saying?
So,
And like
so what do you think you did to change how you from the time that you started? Tell me at least one or two things that you know that you changed for a fact. You was like, you know what, I got to change how I do this, or I got to get myself out there, awareness, whatever. What did you do to let's say put yourself out there a little bit more to let people know what you do?
I went hard. I went hard on social media. Like social media, I started going so hard because you'll be surprised how many times you could post like 30 times, and on the 31st time somebody come to you and be like, oh, you a realtor? You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be like, the person there, you want to be like, duh, you know what I'm saying? I only posted it like 30 times, but you'll be surprised how things are circulating on social media. You know what I'm saying? And like just getting people to, even with people commenting and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like people commenting and everything, you got to keep it somehow regenerating on people's timelines. You know what I'm saying? If you're not regenerating, it's not working. I started getting logos, stuff to catch people's attention. You know what I'm saying? I could do words all day, but we know people aren't reading statuses like that. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then I do the long paragraphs, but I just try to do something to catch your attention. Like TikTok funny videos and stuff like that. I got that from you. You go hard on TikTok. So yeah, I said Lonzo said marathon, not a sprint. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I like that, because a lot of times we feel like this is where you get into the real of the real of the real. So anytime that a person starts something, they think just because they see John do it and they feel like, well, I feel like I'm smarter or even better than John, I can just start and then automatically everything is gonna happen. And that's not the case. That is most definitely not the case. You get it, you get what you put in. And I can honestly say that because when you started changing your social media and your social media start letting people know what you do and then start doing it more often, and then you start going to a different avenue of social media, to the IG and to the TikTok, and then you start reminding people. It was the same thing that happened for me that happened for you. I had people, I had one of my old fraternity brothers. He went and walked in and bought a house, and then first thing he said when he seen me was like, "Oh dang, I forgot you was a realtor." And I'm just like you. How did you forget? Because I feel like I was posting it all the time. But those algorithms will mess you up now because you will be posting things, and sometimes people just don't see it. They don't see it, and next thing you know, something may happen. Some foolish may happen in the world, like Lori Harvey or something, may, dump, somebody by the name of Michael B, and next thing you know, your little post gets kicked down. So I like how you said that. You got to keep reminding people of what you do because you can't be a secret agent. So
Yeah.
listen, when you said that your first sale was in January, to the point that you are right now, how many transactions have you completed?
Um, I want to say I'm on 6 now.
Six transactions.
Six transactions. Yeah, I got probably one more pen. I do have one more pen in this month. And then yeah, we got a couple more things working. So like I said, I just been blessed, man. I'm blessed.
So
And
you got
the
six in the
biggest
pot. You
six in
got
the
six
pop,
in the
six in
pot.
the pop, six in the pop. And
Woo-hoo, sound like a good spade head. What you got for me?
And the biggest thing, man, it's so easy to get caught up in the dog eat dog world of real estate. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's a dog eat dog world, but really, man, you got to get out here and you got to network with these people instead of sitting there and being envious of the fact that they dropping house after house that they're selling and everything. Man, go talk to them folks. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be surprised where a conversation just takes people. And I tell people like you can't go to these classes at your designated real estate offices and everything and your designated MLS services when they had the classes and everything for your CEUs. You can't be paint on the wall, man, because like people remember the smallest things that from conversations, you know what I'm saying? And it goes such a long way. Like I had one of the biggest real estate agents I feel like down here tell me that I did something on a post that was very clever, and they felt like they probably gonna steal that or something. And I'm like, oh my god, by all means, have it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm moved by that. I'm not like, man, like get your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? You already selling 10 houses a month. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. I appreciate it, but people just gotta man humble themselves and realize that like, hey, everybody out here trying to get a sale, everybody out here trying to make a sale, you know what I'm saying? So
And
get in
see,
there.
and
Get
see,
in
that's
there.
one thing people don't understand about that side of real estate. And that's what I love about you. I mean, you always been a humbling person since day one, and that's one reason why we kind of gravitated towards each other. And I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about us. Like, I've had people ask me. I've literally had people ask me if you are a realtor in the state of Tennessee and you are from West Tennessee, like, why would you even refer anybody to West Tennessee to somebody that you feel like is a competitor? And I'm like, who is a competitor? I'm like, you talking about if I refer anything to Randall? I said, he's not a competitor. I said, that is family. So the thing is, I'm gonna get mine tenfold. I have no qualms, no problems with referring somebody from Memphis. Yes, I would love to drive to Memphis, and for some of those people that I help, I drive for some of the people like if they real close to me, But like if it's just somebody I met and it's a good referral, I shoot them your way, and you've done the same. And I got a transaction right now, ladies and gentlemen, open that Randall called me, and he had the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna drive up, crash at your house, and then I'm gonna, list this property, from a friend of his. And then he was just like, you know what, no, you can have that. And so his thing was, just shoot me a little. I'm like, I'm not shooting you a little. I'm gonna treat you like a regular agent. He getting full referral fee for that. And I'm just like, that's how we take care of each other. And I want people to understand, like when you just said that, it's like people looking at your post, and then you're not in no mind frame of get your own post. This is all me. You're like, by all means, have at it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. And you just don't know. You're gonna get that back tenfold. I mean, and you already know, because that's why you move the way you move. You're gonna
Man,
get it
you
back
you
tenfold.
said you said a word there, man. Like people stretch themselves thin to get the whole pie rather than give you know what I'm saying, the 3/4 of the pie, and they take that 1/4, and in return, you know what I'm saying, you get somebody down this way, and you ship me the 3/4, you get your 1/4. You know that, like you said, that's tenfold, man. But you getting your piece of the pie. Now you don't ripped and run, you don't ripped and ran. You know what I'm saying. You probably missed two or three. Actual
Back
whole pies back at home because you try to drive way down there, you know what I'm saying, to keep from throwing anybody else that. Yeah, so yeah, you said a word right there.
That's how you looking out. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't gonna hold you too long. I just want him to talk about the one final last achievement. So, listen, I don't know if y'all know this, but we both are licensed in the state of Tennessee. But since we work for EXP, we work in the United States of America. So, if y'all got any referrals, if y'all got any information, if y'all know anybody that's in the United States of America that needs a home, listen, y'all need to get them back to us, and we'll figure out the rest for you. We'll take all the work off your hands for you. But this gentleman here, he started making some transaction waves in the state of Tennessee. And he said, you know what? I'm only about 20, 30 miles away from Mississippi. And all I got to do is just take the test. Why not? Why not go ahead and get my license in Mississippi? Now, a lot of us will say, well, you already got a 9 to 5 job. You're already preparing for one of the biggest moments in your life coming up. And then now you're finna try to add on another licensure? Like, really? What are we doing this? Like, what are you trying to accomplish here? So he added on another licensure, and he just made a transaction in that state. Where you license at? Where you license at?
Mississippi and Tennessee. I just got me a sale in Olive Branch, you know, like I said, bless man, bless. And it it wasn't the crazy thing is like Memphis is like so challenging right now for a lot of people. It's dying down, by the way. Let me say that much. It is dying down. But like people were telling me like Mississippi is a whole nother world. You know, it's a lot slower down in Mississippi. Like she probably lost her first one, but this second one, you know, like we got it. You know, she put like 10 things on the she put like 10 things on the replace of them, all of them. They did all of them,
They
you know,
fixed it.
and more, you know, like
That's a blessing.
blessing. It's a blessing, man. Like it's meant to be, you know, and it just my thing is like and I think this is what separates me and you from a lot of people. I like to tell people my whole thing is like I'm trying to give you nuggets to feed your family. Like this ain't no chicken nuggets for McDonald's. These are nuggets that's gonna feed generations after generations after generations. I've told plenty of people, and they've come back to me after saying that. I don't even care if you end up working with your cousin or somebody else on down the road. If you need some help just learning this process, I'm going to help you because I got into the my why is bridging the gap between the knowing and the unknowing. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from a small town and a lot of people don't know. And I'm about to break that curse. You know what I'm saying? Like if God's will, I'm gonna break that curse. And you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because learning is earning, and we gotta start earning more for our future.
We do, and I'm glad you said that because a lot of times people, the first thing that you think about is I want to get into real estate because of it's lucrative because of the money, and I really do feel like in my heart of hearts that one of the main reasons that you're seeing so much growth in your business and so much traction in your business right now is because it ain't about the dollar with you. It's always and always have been about you helping other people and you helping somebody else, and your clients know that. That's why they love you. That's why they referring people to you. That's why they coming back. That's why they sending people. And you don't understand like how much that's going to help you transitioning. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I told you we're gonna keep y'all nice. So y'all can go back to scrolling your timeline. Mr. Pass the Keys is licensed in the state of Tennessee and Mississippi, and he can help you get in the home in the other 48 lower states if you did not know. So his number is scrolling across the bottom. Give him a call if y'all got listen right now for the people that got a cousin or auntie or uncle or nephew in the state of Mississippi. Y'all need to give him a call for that. And then anywhere, and like I said, in West Tennessee. Now, if you're in Middle Tennessee, you know me. You need to call me first. I'm gonna feel emotionally. But if you know him a little bit more, you can call him because listen, he'll come up here because he know I got a bedroom for him waiting on him, so he can go ahead and close that deal as well.
Likewise, likewise. Hey, D man, you do need to go on and take that test, man. Quit playing. Quit
Yes,
playing.
he need to go and take that test.
Yeah.
Listen, we gonna love you. Go and take the test. Don't feel no pressure. Go and work for Miss Harris. Help Miss Harris out. Pull her transaction count up because that's what we
Yeah,
do as a group.
yeah,
We maximize folks' transaction level. But understand, we're gonna get on that thing and we're gonna jug it just like we jug everything else. So
right.
listen, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Paskeys, do you got anything else for me? Do you got any parting gifts for me? What do you got?
Man, the biggest thing I want to leave you with, I know you were telling people to work with me or work with you. You know, stop thinking you so far away from it. You never know until you take that first step. You got to leap. You know what I'm saying? If you always sitting on the porch saying, "Man, I wonder how the street feel right now," like you never gonna find out from the porch. You gotta take that leap. You know, I like to tell people your goal is much more attainable than you giving yourself credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even know that they sitting on like a 750 credit score. You know, ooh, it's that high. Like, ooh, oh man, hey, guess what I got pre-qualified for? Hey, I'm telling you, you never know until you try. And even if you get a no is just a delayed yes. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying, keep driving, keep pushing. Your goal is attainable. That's
Exactly.
my message to the people.
Exactly. Because listen, well, look, for whatever reason, they do believe that. And I've had a couple of clients come to me and they didn't even know that they were already pre qualified. They were already ready to go. All they need to do was just talk to a lender. And we got the lenders on deck. We got the lenders on deck. Mr. Alonzo Stanley and Mr. Candace Tennille, we got the lenders on deck. So Randall got the person that y'all need to talk to over there in West Tennessee, and I got the individual that y'all need to talk to in Middle Tennessee. All y'all got to do is access. And we
Just,
don't mind y'all to text us. Y'all can text us every now and then or slide into our DM. It's okay.
just,
It's
yeah,
okay. Our women understand that we need to make our money. Y'all can slide
yeah,
on there and ask questions.
yeah.
All right. Well, y'all, hey, listen. Y'all have a good night. Y'all already know who to reach out to. Y'all already know who to get in contact. If you need to get in contact with Randall, his number is scrolling across the bottom. If you need to get in touch with me, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm everywhere that you need to be, and I'm everywhere that you want to be. Listen.
Ain't
So y'all
like
have a, what's up?
And that's with whatever, man. Like if you thinking about starting this real estate career, rub elbows with your boys right here, man. Like we are some personable guys. And like he said, that's what drove us to each other. You know what I'm saying? Now we basically inseparable. I done drove down there to kick a birthday with that man. Like he can't get rid of me. I don't care what he say. He better not act brand new. But like, hey, just reach out to us, man. Like, hey, you might be ready to come on board.
Most definitely, most definitely. Because listen, if we can do it, we know you can do it. Because we doing everything else and we still doing it. So listen, y'all can come on join the team. Because EXP, we always willing and able to slide on more team members to show y'all how to jug this real estate together.
Yeah.
Together.
Oh, Rob, we going to Vegas next year, bro. Hey, hey,
He,
I'll pull you
he
on. I'll pull you on blast right here on the line. We going to Vegas next year.
Okay, yeah. I'm with that. I would have slid down there today, but we got too. I mean, this year, but we got too much going on. So
Yeah,
listen.
yeah. You know, I'm getting married and everything. But we getting Vegas next year.
Yeah, we in Vegas for EXP cards, so that's our big convention for our brokerage. So
Yeah.
listen, without further ado, y'all have a wonderful night, and like I said, y'all be blessed, and y'all reach out and ask a question. Don't never be scared, because we'll
Thank
answer
you for
everything y'all need to answer.
thank you for having me, man.
I appreciate you for joining us. Hey, you keep doing that. Keep doing your thing out there, boy.
All right, all right.